So I'm listening to NPR's Planet Money, and they're discussing the origins of the Honeycrisp apple. You see, back in the day, there was really just red, yellow, and green apples, and pretty much every farmer was making red apples. Well, one farmer named Courtier decided he wanted to grow a new type of apple. So he goes to a breeder, and the breeder gives him a Honeycrisp apple, and he decides he loves it, so he wants to grow it. But there's one problem.
Courtier realized, and this was really the final step in this story, that he needed to do more than find a delicious apple. He needed to figure out a way to keep that delicious apple to himself and maybe just a few selected other farmers.
There's this amazing new apple that nobody knows about, and instead of sharing it with the world, his capitalist instinct is to create artificial scarcity in order to make a larger amount of profit. Because after all, if everyone is growing this variety, well then it's worth no more to him than the red apple. But how does he accomplish this?
A patent lasts for 20 years, which in a business where it takes 5 years or more just to grow a tree is not that long. By the time Honeycrisp was really taken off, its patent was expiring.
But a trademark, that lasts forever. Unfortunately for him, the University of Minnesota already has the name Honeycrisp trademarked. So he goes back to the breeder and finds a new variety that he likes, and he trademarks it Sweet Tango. So what do the other farmers do?
If you're an apple grower and you are not part of the Sweet Tango Growing Club, well, go find another club. There are a lot of so-called club apples now being grown, arriving in the grocery stores.
And each one has a name more ridiculous than the last. Let's do a few of them.
Envy, Cosmic Crisp, Jazz, Kanzi, Lady Alice.
Opal, Pacific Rose, Pinata, Ruby Frost, Snapdragon. It's only the name that's trademarked. So even if you're not in the club, you can grow the apple. You just can't use the name. Pro tip, if you see Pink Lady and Crips Pink in the same store, just buy whichever one's cheaper because they're the same apple. The brand is the thing.
Tim Burns used to run the promotional campaign for the Sweet Tango apple. And he says apples now will be like every other item in the grocery store. They will have their own brands. They will have their own marketing teams, their own advertising blitzes.
So when you go to the store and you see some type of apple that you've never heard of, realize it's probably not a new variety. It's just a brand name that you're being sold. And this is what capitalism does. It monetizes everything and creates artificial scarcity.
There's something a little sad about this. Even apples, this basic natural thing, are now in the world of brands and advertising and marketing.
But all that is driving people to create and sell really good apples.
Except no. The capitalist in this story, Courtier, did not create a new type of apple. It's the breeder from the very first moment that he took a bite of a new variety and decided he wanted to dedicate his life to creating additional new varieties of apples. He is the worker in this story. He is the inventor. Workers invent, capitalists exploit and monetize.